we're going to talk a little NFL Week 12 best bets for the weekend. I think I'll let you start if you would like to.
Absolutely. Last week, I targeted Josh Jacobs over rushing yards because the Bears are decent against the pass and bad against the run. That paid off.
That's
so
accurate.
I'm going to target a running back going against that Bears defense, and that's Aaron Jones. So I'm going Aaron Jones over 63.5 rushing yards at minus 114. This defense has not been good at stopping the run.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've been very bad at stopping the run. I like that bet a lot. Brock Purdy, I already talked about how he ran for 40 yards on the Seahawks. Kyler Murray, surprisingly, has not been running as often, like not what we are used to. And because of that, I think his rushing number is off. It's only at 27.4. The over-under is at 27, not 0.4, 0.5, 27.5. I don't know why I said 0.4. Because it's at minus 114, and I just glanced and saw the 4. Smash the over, because I already said play the ladder up to 70-ish yards. So at 27.5, yeah, give me the over 100%.
All right. My next one, I'm looking at Puka Nacua.
Puka! I think that's what you meant to say.
Is that what I meant to say?
So.
Okay, we'll go with it. Puka, I'm not doing that.
That's fair.
He's been a beast. His last 3 games he's played, not counting the one he was ejected from.
Yes.
Okay, we're not counting that.
We'll throw that out.
Yeah, scratch. It was a scratch. But he's had 106, 98, and 123 receiving yards. I know the Eagles are pretty good at slowing receivers, but I'm still taking Puka over 72.5 receiving yards at minus 114.
I like it. Puka is... he was so good last year, and it was like, okay, was it a fluke? Was it just this rookie sensation? And now they'll know how to cover him, but they haven't figured him out. Like, Matt Stafford just continues to throw the shit out of the ball to him, and it's really impressive. I think he's one of the next best wide receivers. If he can keep up what he's doing anyways, he absolutely is. I love to throw in an anytime touchdown parlay in these, so I'm going to do that. Nico Collins was so close to having the first touchdown, as I called last week. Pissed me off that there was that penalty, but I think he gets one this week. I know it's a tougher matchup against the Titans, but like I said earlier, you don't stop Nico Collins. So Nico plus his touchdown teammate, Mixon, he's been a touchdown machine. Brian Robinson for the Commanders, and then I'm going to get a little crazy. I've been doing Monty and Gibbs pretty much anytime. Now I'm doing Monty and Gibbs and Amon-Ra St. Brown, all 3 of them getting in the end zone as they have the past 2 weeks. That's 29-1. Now, if throwing Amon-Ra in there makes you a little nervous, pussy, that's fine. The other 5 just by themselves is 14-1. I like throwing Amon-Ra in there. But again, just to recap, that's Nico, Mixon, Brian Robinson, not Bashan. Don't get them mixed up. Monty, Gibbs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 29-1. Let's fucking go. What say you?
Well, if I say, I have no idea if your parlay is going to hit, Justin, but I'm saying yes.
Thanks for not throwing out a yes.
It's going to hit. Absolutely. 100%.
Thank you.
But I'd say if you're that confident in, Monty and Gibbs and Amon-Ra scoring,
put the mortgage on it.
Well, then, I don't know, whatever the score of the game is going to be, the Lions are definitely going to get over 21.
Well,
I haven't looked. Did you look at any?
I will get to that.
Oh, you
bit.
will?
Yes.
Am I spoiling things?
Spoiler alert.
Okay. Sorry, that's just what I thought. I was like, ooh, we got to look at some scoring.
Yeah.
All right. We've talked about this guy already. Bo Nix, he has been on fire. He's thrown more than 2 passing touchdowns in 5 of the last 7 games, and he now goes against the Raiders, who are 26th in the league in passing touchdowns allowed. So I'm taking Bo Nix over 1.5 passing touchdowns, and you can get it at plus money right now over on FanDuel at plus 110.
Plus money for 2 touchdown passes from Nix. I like that a lot. Nick Fortune checking in saying he's fading the 49ers this weekend. So that means
it's going to be tough.
He's going for the Packers. I feel like that's an emotional hedge, right? He goes, the 49ers aren't going to win this week. I'm fading them. And then it jinxes them into winning. And he's like, fuck yeah, I did it. I think that's what that is. That's what I would do anyways.
Oh,
And that's
God.
that's what I would do. Here's my best against the spread plays. I got
Okay.
3 of them for you. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going Bears plus 3.5. Call it a homer play, but we should have beat the Packers last week. We should have beat them. Caleb put us in position to beat them.
Can I just interrupt you? I
What?
hate when you pick the Bears.
That's fine.
You jinx us.
You can hate. I'm not saying the money line. I said plus 3.5. They could still lose by 3 and cover that. So
Okay.
there's that at least.
Okay.
I think the Vikings are trending down, and I think this Bears team is going to be pissed about the Packers game, and I think that they will win, but I'll take them in the plus 3.5 since we're talking spreads. Bucks minus 5.5 against the Giants. I think Dabble will have a good game plan with DeVito's first start, but this is a team that we're hearing multiple reports that guys inside the locker room don't like how the Daniel Jones thing has been handled, because they bench Daniel Jones so they don't have to pay his injury clause if he gets injured. They don't start Drew Lock because he gets a bonus for percentages of snaps that he played, and it goes up the more he plays. And so they go to DeVito, who's been the third string for the most this year, because they want to save money. That rubs the players on that team the wrong way. So I don't think anybody's going to be super motivated. So I like Bucks minus 5.5. And then you kind of spoiler alert this one. The Lions are 7.5 point favorites. That feels way too easy because they have beat these AFC South teams so far. They play the Colts in the AFC South. But in the other 3 teams, they've beat all 3 of them. They're going to sweep the AFC South. They've beat them with a margin of 130 to 43. That is an insane margin. They have scored 130 points, only allowed 43, and 23 of those points was to the Texans. They're going to roll against this Colts team. So those are my 3 best against the spread picks. I gave you a teaser that hit last week. I'm going to give it to you again. This is plus 140. Let's tease Denver from 6.5 to half. So they just need to win against the Raiders. Commanders versus the Cowboys. Tease that from 10.5 to 4.5. And Chiefs from 10.5 to 4.5 against the Panthers. These feel really easy when you tease them 6 points. That's plus 140. And if you just want to be a little risky,
give me another.
I'll give you one more.
You're just on a roll.
I know. I got excited when I was looking at bets, obviously, today. This is another 6-point teaser parlay, but we got the Lions, the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Commanders, and the Broncos. Tease all of them by 6 points. That is 4-1 plus 400. And I feel really good about it. We're gonna win some money with this one, y'all. So